But don't I look like $1,000,000? I decided to freshen myself up a little bit. You know, what can I say? It was time. How's everybody doing? What's up, Banshee? I was gonna do this earlier, and then I got into like doing like chores around the apartment and cleaning things up. It was just like, ugh, here we go again, you know. But I'm here. I'm gonna guarantee at least 2 hours. Again, there is a tips goal. It's just there more of a joke than anything. I just have it there, you know, so people could be like, oh, let's have a laugh. What's in the shop now with Warcraft? Thank you, Banshee. I appreciate that.
And don the mantle of history's champions.
What do we got? What are they discounting? Oh yeah, that's right. They're pushing that whole World of Warcraft stuff. Anyways. Okay. We gotta get back to this. I've been pretty much I guess I've been slacking a little bit. Now it's time to mess around. We're gonna do a war table first, so I can build up some things and get some stuff. And then eventually we are gonna mess around with the Horodric Cube. Because for this build to really work, we need to get the starter gear, move up to at least Penitent, clear that, and then we can move to Torment. And once we move into Torment, that's where the fun stuff begins. Because, like I said, as you can see right now, I'm still with with blues and yellows. No, how many? I gotta see something. 1 second. How much stuff do I have to make upgrade to a legendary? So I need more pure primordial dust. So I can do at least 5 for now. Okay. Do I have a war table up? No, I gotta put one up. So let's have some fun. Alright. Yeah, we'll do that for sure. Outtide Harvest is faster. Nightmare Dungeon is fine. And then an Infernal Horde. Let's go. Yep, we'll confirm those selections. Hit the map. Press R2. And here we go for our first Nightmare Dungeon. Now again, this build definitely is not optimized. Apocalypse.
It disgusts me to know they eat our dead. We eat black locust root before battle now. We survive. The healers give us sleep to try and halt the poison. But if those abominations,
fantastic. I love it.
The meal they make of us would be their last.
Needs more time.
More time.
My savior.
Ooh, I need those orbs. I need those orbs. I need those orbs. Boom. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Once this build is optimized, boom. That's a small thing.
I don't have the wrath. Wrath. Too low.
Wrath. Too low, of course. Poison, man. Sometimes, man, I can't stand them.
My savior.
Ooh, orbs. Orbs are always good. Because then instead of having to fight for everything and trying to look for certain gear, you just go gamble it and then just go to the Horodric Cube and do what you need to do. Oh, I let that off way too early.
Wouldn't have made it without you. Bless you.
My savior!
Forgetting that I need to press R1 first. I keep hitting the R2 and that pretty much destroys what I need to do. Boom! I don't know if it actually, like, takes life off of me. Ugh. That poison you gotta watch out for because it really does a number on you. Small one. Away from the poison.
Wrath. Too low.
Still gotta kill one more. Oh, that's done.
I don't have the wrath.
Bye-bye. All those orbs help. Nightmare residuals are always good. Get all this stuff. Teleport to the next part. Oh, hi. Relatively easy. What do we have? Anything else? Well, again, these will be converted later. It'd be nice if you had a lot of
Welcome
toughness.
to my home away from home.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Nope. Very tedious stuff that I shouldn't be even looking at. I'll just map it over here because, again, we have to collect. Okay, we got 30. Oh. Apocalypse makes everything go.
Need more wrath.
God damn. And that ain't even optimized yet. But again, I probably, if I move it up to a harder level, right now, the way the gear is, I'll probably get destroyed. But for now, never mind, I'm on hard. I was like, I'm not on normal, am I? How many do I got? 14. Okay, still gotta. Not enough wrap. Really? That hurts, doesn't it? Give me the primal dust. Boom. Let that one off a little bit earlier than I should have, but whatever. So far, we have a couple of things that could be interesting.
Not enough wrath.
Why am I dark? Okay, we're gonna do a look at that. Hurts, doesn't it?
Not ready for that. I don't have the wrath. Needs more time.
Shut that out better. Yeah, goodbye. 26? Jesus. I'm really, 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 really loud. Make him. Gives you the ugly face once that thing comes out. Jesus Christ. Try not to be dead air once today, but I got more energy than I did last stream. Last stream I was talking to Jay last night. I was annihilated. I was finished. Like, it's not that the stream took a lot out of me. It's the fact the drive home wasn't bad. You know, but just the following day having to go to work and getting like very little to no sleep the night before. You know, it was just one of those that was like, oh, one of those days. And like I said, I appreciated Jay for opening up his door and letting me into his home and for us to do the stream. You know, it opened one little opportunity for me, which I'm not going to take. I'm going to have to turn that down anyways. I don't want to start any sort of like internet drama or anything like that. It's nothing really. No real drama or anything like that. Just an opportunity was given to me. I don't think I'm going to take it. And that's it. I'm just going to continue doing whatever streams that I'm doing. Excuse me. Sorry if you hear me gulping. These dynamic mics can be a bit of a thing. Get out of here. Why do I keep doing that? I don't need to do that. I need to do that. Boom. I always keep walking into that stuff.
Not ready for that.
Do a small one there. I ran out of potions. That's not a good sword. Watch out for those poison. That poison is what gets you, and you don't even know when it comes out. You're like, oh, I do have the box. What an idiot. And I'm running around like a dummy. See what happens? Thank you everybody for watching the stream. I appreciate you. I know I need to get back to streaming more often. I also had scheduled streams that I think I gotta get back to doing. There's been new patches, new updates. And I've been just loafing. I'm sure my base has run out of power. So now when a sandstorm comes, it's just going to rip everything to shreds. So I've pretty much... Not that I'm starting from scratch, but I will have to start building bases again and stuff. Which isn't... It's not a big deal as long as there's resources around. So... I should log in, like, offline to see exactly how bad it is, but... haven't, and I should.
Needs more time.
On a positive note, where I'm at in Canada, they're gonna open up Dunkin' Donuts again. I don't know if that makes news, but to some people that's big news. We had Dunkin' Donuts here and it didn't really do well and they left. But now I think the market is right. There's not as many Starbucks around as there was before. And apparently their coffee is fire, and a lot of people are just sick and tired of Tim Hortons. McDonald's coffee is not so bad because they took over the old Tim Hortons supplier, and you know, it sort of made things a lot better for McDonald's. But at the same time, you know, it's not really a monopoly with Tim Hortons up here. Excuse me for a second. I gotta be right back for a second. I have an itch somewhere that I can't really be showing. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. That was embarrassing. I didn't adjust well, if you know what I mean. And I had to sit there and it just wouldn't look good on screen, me like scratching a certain nether region, because then, you know, people will think that, you know, I'm basically doing like a May 1st burst. Anytime I can use Ethan Roth on my soundboard, I'm gonna use it. I don't care what any. Yeah, for whatever reason, a lot of people love Dunkin' Donuts. They're saying like their coffee is really, really good. I'm like, okay. Before, when I was much younger, I wasn't really much of a coffee drinker. And then my only way that I would get my sort of fix, because I'm Greek, would be like, they call it a frappe, which is like Greek coffee. Excuse me, and they froth it up and they add ice and stuff. It's not a bad little drink. But that was the only way that I could drink my coffee. You know, I was not really like a coffee drinker or something that I would go absolutely crazy to go out of my way to have. And then Tim Hortons introduced the ice cap. And the ice cap was like my baby. I was like, I love this thing. But the problem is with an ice cap is I found out that I'm a diabetic, and there's the amount of sugar in that thing is just disgusting. And ever since I stopped drinking ice caps, I actually started drinking coffee again.
No room.
And I'm very selective when it comes to my coffee. Okay, that one's gonna go, that one I may keep, that one's gonna go, that's gonna go, that's gonna go. Sorry, I'm doing this live. Actually, that will go, that won't stay. Actually, no. That will just, no, that one will stay. Sorry, I should do it side by side. Go. That I can put now, that I can put now. That I can put now. No, 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 No. Definitely not. And all the blues I'll get rid of. Anyways. Oh, I didn't mean to go the kill of a shad, but whatever. Can't drink drum anymore. Yeah. That's terrible. Sometimes, like, I have a friend of mine who's lactose intolerant, and there's certain cheeses and things that he can't have, and it's a bit of a bummer.
What will it be?
All junk. Do I have any? And this stuff. No, I gotta get rid of this. All right. Okay, last part of the war table, and then we get to mess with the Horodric Cube for a little bit and see what I can do. Oh, the Inferno Horde.
I don't have the wrath.
Alright. Soul Spire, 3 Aether, 1 Aether. We need more. I hate sometimes when you press it to do it, it doesn't go. Give me a spire. God damn! They're already dead! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! That's all I get. 2 Aether, 9 to 15. More Aether the better.
Needs more time.
As soon as he spawns up, he's dead. I love it.
Not ready for that.
Spawn, basically. It's Aether. Ooh, goblins. We need goblins. We need goblins. Little bastards. Set that up way too early. Still, die. I haven't seen one goblin come up. death. Spawn place of elites. Yeah, I'll do it as it goes faster. They all fall. God damn. Judgment. Which one of you? Oh, okay. Technically, it's a two-shotter, but it
Won't fit in the bag.
okay, too many friggin'. Jesus, I gotta get rid of a lot of these. Anyways, I'll worry about that stuff later.
Can't carry anymore.
It's a legendary seal, and I can't carry anymore. Looks like I gotta drop something. What is this legendary seal? Star Wars Horodric Seal of the Abyss. What do I have now? Swiftness. Let's see what happens if I change it. We'll find out. Congratulations, you're on Paragon level 39. I'll worry about the Paragons later. Yeah, I should do this. Leave those for now, and then I'll take these and add them later. Or have a look at them and see what they're at. Okay. I think I've done everything. Yeah, so go to Tyrael. Let's see if we can have some fun with the Horodric Cube. Ugh. I got an itch on my leg now. That was legitimately an itch on my leg. The other itch was somewhere else. Let's see what set charm that is. Okay, anything blue right now, well, I'm just gonna trash for now.
Back to it then.
later. Oh, what do we have? We have a Helltide point. Yeah, we went this way. Or did we? No, we did go that way. So next, it's first chaos is open. There's a chance for another will open. Sometimes the pang of drill call forth layer keys often burst pangs of drill. Greater bloodseekers may also emerge with high chance of dropping legendary items while you're slain. I'll do that one for now. I can always change that later. Do I have any other available points on any other stuff? No. Okay. Let's see what's actually in this thing. A helm. Let's see what helm.
Would like that.
I need with fortress. Let me see. Do I have fortress? I think I've done some stuff during the season. I still need to do that on penitent, but my gear is not there yet. Now we're gonna have some fun. Well, I say I'm gonna have some fun. Hope everybody else has some fun too. Set charm. What charm? Spur of survival. No, I need Bear of the Nameless. The Lore of the Slaughter. I'll worry about those later. Oh, I do have Bear of the Slaughter. Give me 1 second. I just want to see something. So here. Okay. What do we have? These things I can break down. What else? That's definitely a black. That'll go, that'll go, that'll go, that'll go. Definitely that will go. I need a sword, so I'm going to hold on to that. Definitely that will go. That'll go. Oop, oop, oop. Okay. Why did I get that? I'll jump. Okay. Sorry for the boring part. This is going to be a little bit boring.
Swinging away.
And let's have fun with the Horodric Cube. Upgrade to legendary. I only have 5. Shall we transmute? Okay. What do we have? Obsidian Blade of the Moonrise. I need it with cremators. Is there a cube? So that one's mine. I can't really do anything with that. And as you can see, not really that great. Let's have it. I just want to see my collections. There's still a lot of stuff I need to Offensive. What is it I need? The cremators. Let me see. Is it a resource? No, there is it. Cremators aspect. While you have 4 orbs or more, overpower your fire skills get 70 to 100%. So I need that. Do I have any other swords? No. So, how many obliques? 637. Not great. You know what? Let me see something. Oh, that's the occultist.
Feeling lucky, mainlander?
Swords are 50. Well, everything else is pretty much cheap. Let me buy a few swords.
Nice.
I can't really go too crazy because I don't have enough materials for this stuff, you know. Let me see if there's anything that's not... No, they're all really underpowered right now, to be quite honest with you. Anyways. Upgrade to a legendary. I only have 4. Brutal. Upgrade to a legendary. Inventory. Ghoul's Blade of Exorcism. Up to 33. That's the thing. Clear Cube. As you can see. I'm sorry for the boring part. That there. Upgrade to a legendary. I'll do one more. Because I'm running out of dust. Headmaster's Bard Sword. So again, it's you have to use your resources, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, it'll get you to what you need to get to when it comes to breaking down all your aspects and then finding the aspect that you need. I think these are all offensive aspects that you need. So instead of sitting there and running and farming and doing all that stuff, which is never really fun, you just do that. Now we go back to the war table. Okay, Curasat first. I definitely don't want to do Curasat again. Curasat. Helltide. Helltide. Medium amount of jewelry. Yeah, why not? Confirm.
I will see you again soon.
Teleport. There we go. Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream again. Thank you for watching, whether you're watching live or on demand. I appreciate you, no matter what. And yeah, a lot of this stuff I should be doing it on offline, but I was like, you know what? Let's do it on stream. Hopefully people will understand and enjoy exactly what I'm trying to do. But again, it can be long, it can be tedious. And I'm sure there's other streamers that play Diablo that are much, much farther ahead than I am. You know, but it is what it is. Watch everything go boom. Eventually, I'll get to where I want to get to. Maybe a little bit later tonight. Or, you know, who knows. if I see the engagement in the support, no, there's no such thing as engagement in support. It's called, if you enjoy the stream and you're sticking around, or you have me as like a background filler or whatever, I appreciate you. Really? That thing didn't die? Yeah, that's what I thought. Here. Super easy. Get back some stuff on the clock. Alright. 2:08 on the clock. I think we're doing okay. Sorry for the mid-roll ads if you get hit with the ads. Now's the time to get YouTube Premium. Apparently they have like a cheaper like student version of it for like, now I'm talking Canadian prices, $7.99, which like, I mean, that ain't bad. The only thing that they said is like not all videos have like you know, the majority of the videos you don't have to worry about ads, which is great. What are the majority of the videos? And the only thing that you don't have access to is YouTube Music, which I pay for Spotify, I pay for Amazon Prime, and I don't even understand why I'm even paying for those services where, you know, I'm a little bit tech savvy. Not crazy tech savvy. Like I'm definitely not gonna say like, oh, I can, you know, like I'm gonna start up a new channel and just, you know, review tech. If you know who I mean. You know. But like, I mean, I can bring back my iPod and just, you know, load it back up in the car, load up all the music that I want, you know. Oh, but what about the services? Where are you gonna buy your MP3s? 4K loader, baby. Melatonin, baby. That's what you do. You find resources where you convert music to MP3s and you load it onto your... I get it, it's tedious, it's thing, but you know what? If you have a lot of time on your hands, and some days I do have some times on my hand. There's other days where, of course, I have to take care of like my family obligations and stuff like that and help out with shopping and other like personal things, you know. But at the same time, like on a day off like today, I mean, yeah, I'm streaming, but there could be a time where I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit. I'm just gonna load up all the music that I have, you know, or that I want to listen to, or podcasts, or like, I hate to say it, even Kino Casino lately have been interesting with everything going on with the quartering drama. That, you know, there's too much, and it's like ever changing, and you just want to keep up with it all. It's like, it's crazy.
Not ready for that.
And some days I'll be quite honest with you. There's days when I'm on here and I just want to be like a consumer of videos and information on here. You know what I mean? Or just want to like lay back and, you know, let a streamer or a show just take me away. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy playing video games and stuff, but, you know, there's times where it's like, you know what? I just want to chill. You know, just have a day to yourself where you just unplug a little bit. That's all. I got another reward. Yay. Okay, I made it to 3. Now let's make it to 4. Apocalypse Go Boom. I'm also debating, since May 1st went so well, of actually starting my own commentary show and just continue the barrage and the assault on somebody by the name of Philip Paul Burnell, you know, aka DSP. Dark Spadilly. I'm debating it. I've made the thumbnails. I have the screen overlay to do it. You know, again, the audience, would they be interested? Also, I would be having to deal with a lot of Phil's and Rich's detractors, which a lot of them can be quite a bit. Ooh, I can hear the ice cream truck outside. Ice cream! Anyways. Sucks, doesn't it? Bang. What do we have? Anything blue I'm gonna break right now. I don't even know why I'm holding on to this. Actually, I should just put it in the chest over here. Excuse me. And any other blues I'll store for now. Excuse me. I had a burrito, and now it's starting to.
I'm ready for that.
Now it's starting to give me the gassies. I have a Grim Favors. Great. I'll do that later. Fear Whispers, I'll do that after. Not even bringing in the Helltide yet. Can I at least get into the Helltide? Get you,
Wrath. Too low. It is done.
Oh. I guess I had a quest that I had to take care of. Oh well, I guess it's done. Yeah, I'll let this guy do everything. He didn't last very long. willing to destroy it. God damn! I think likes to, I just like to blow the shit out of things. Blow the shit out of it? Blow the shit out of it. Okay, I needed what I needed. Oh, I feel a drift in my controller. That's not good. That's not good. I guess it's time to start a gold so I can get this Steam controller. I mean, you guys want to donate? I'm kidding. I'm definitely kidding. I can afford a Steam controller. I have one. Not that I have one in reserve. I've gone onto the Valve website and said, you know, I've reserved myself a copy. So I guess when order and supply comes back in, I can order one and be like, oh, okay. I can have my own Steam controller. I have the original Steam controller. Because if you can see, I don't know if you can see behind me. I'll show it to you later before I leave the stream. I do have one of the original Alienware Alpha Steam machines. And I was going to sell it to Fuka. But now with everything going on and I don't care about the RAM stuff, you know what I mean? That sucks because I did want to build a new PC and unfortunately because of RAM prices and stuff, it's near impossible to build a new PC. So currently I'm using a Ryzen 5 3600. I mean, for the years that I've used it, it's been a fantastic chip. I cannot say anything bad about it. You know, but again, it's starting to show not really a lot of its age, but a lot of, you know, huge AAA titles. And to be quite honest with you, I even though I don't really play a lot of huge AAA games, it's still, you know, it'd be nice to be ahead of the curve. So I have a Ryzen 7, I believe, 5800 3D that I have to install on this motherboard. The problem is it's an old, what is it, A450. So the problem is what you call it, I keep forgetting the name of it. And again, I'm trying to concentrate on the game right now. I'm just sitting here talking about parts for PC. Anyways, I just have to install that, and with my 4060, I think I should be okay. It's a PCI 3 slot, and I need a PCI 4 to really harvest a lot of the 4060. You know what I mean? Again, it's like we're talking like minimum frame rate, like, you know, the equivalent of maybe like 3 to 5, possibly 10 on certain AAA titles. But still, it's just the fact that, you know, I'm just upgrading older hardware and that I have to stick with DDR4 because, you know, DDR5 prices are like absolutely ridiculous. It's a little disheartening. But again, as long as I can game, as long as I can stream, you know, not that I'm saying that streaming is the be all end all for me. Like I said, I do other things. I don't need to explain it, you know, on air. I don't need to be too much of an open book. But this is, yes, this is a hobby. It's not my career. It's not, clearly, as you can see, I'm just trying to entertain people and for people to watch on demand and stuff, which I would highly appreciate. You know, and not necessarily get myself in the algorithm, but, you know, get myself out there. I know that eventually I have to go to the route of multi-streaming on, and especially on Twitch, you know, but I don't like the partner program. I don't like the 50-50 pay split. It's a hell of a competition right now. And it's hard to focus on one thing. Imagine now I gotta focus on that. And Kick, while it's interesting, that platform is not built for gaming. That platform is built to do shows, IRL things, drama content, because again, while it's not as so-called free as Rumble, you can still get away with a lot more than what you can do on YouTube and definitely what you can do on Twitch. So I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind not a gambling stream, but I would like to do like a chill session where I have like certain gambling games, like old casino, like slot machine games, where I can set out and chill, but I don't offer any money. Or maybe, anyways, I don't even want to talk about it on YouTube because I may lose my channel. Because they're very... Okay, so there's that. That's done, that's done, that's done. Now teleport. Excuse me. So yeah, eventually one day, if I do have to multi-stream, which I'm not, like I said, not that I'm not a big fan. I'm not crazy about the other platform. Hold on, let me just do this quick. I can open them up later. But again, we'll see where the future holds. I have to be, again, a lot more consistent in my streaming schedule and doing what I need and continuing to stream. I'll be quite honest with you, there's days when I get home from, my job and it's just like, you know what, I just want to relax. I don't mind playing games on stream, but I do enjoy playing games on my own as a relaxation tool. Here I have to look at the chat. I gotta, be engaging. I gotta be talking. I don't want to be like 1's 2 cents. But you know what I mean. Flawless Emerald, I'll take that. You have to constantly be engaging. And again, would I like to build an audience? Yes, I would like to build a nice audience, and a loyal audience would be great. Again, doesn't have anything to do with money or anything like that. It's just a matter of just coming in and be like, hey, how you doing, Banshee? Hey, what's going on, Black Sheep? Hey, within the asses, what's going on? You know what I mean? Hey, people that are in the community that we all cultivate in, and then you start expanding abroad with other people, Some of my IRL friends, want to sit there and watch me. Some of them even say like I'm more charismatic or I can do a better job than some of the other current YouTubers, and I'm like, okay, well, I think I'm a little bit too late in the game, especially at my age. But I'm looking at certain content that I'm thinking of doing that, it may be interesting to some people, but again, you know these videos that intrigue me? Because again, I have a huge Japanese base because of that Hokuto no Ken video that I have up that has like 1.7 million views, and it still continues for whatever reason giving me a lot of views. And, there's months where it fluctuates, don't get me wrong, like it's not perfect. And I'm always intrigued, about the Japanese culture, especially when it comes to the work culture. And lately I've been watching a lot of these videos of these Japanese like young workers that work like these insane like 10 to 12 to 16-hour days. And it's a completely like they literally live to work. They have no choice. They have to work. And they have to work long hours just to get through things. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, there's a lot of people that have to do that now in this day and age. But it always intrigues me, especially because it's a younger generation. It's not, a bunch of like old folks, you know, like me. Or like my parents' generation. Like some of the things that my father had to do to keep a roof on over our heads was crazy. You know, and that's why I appreciate, you know, my family when it comes to that sort of stuff, because again, there were people in their lives that, you know, had to sacrifice and, you know, take time, and, you know, we couldn't really get to enjoy my father's company a lot because he was always working. But then, of course, when he was off on his weekends and Sundays and stuff like that, we always had to get together with other family friends and stuff, and we, you know, great childhood. You know, but at the same time, you know, I'm very, very happy that... I don't know why I got deep today. I got very deep. But again, so back to those whole Japanese videos. The other reason why I like it is because they sit there. I love when they actually go to like those 24-hour ramen places and they order Ichiran ramen and stuff. And that ramen to buy here in Canada is like $50, the instant ramen version of it, you know. And I always said, if I can, you know, get out of a little bit more of debt, which I'm not asking anybody to think. I make good money at my job. You know, I will eventually, with a little bit of budgeting and stuff, will get myself out of a lot of debt, and then put myself back into debt so I can go see family in Greece, and then of course, so I can go to Japan. I would like to go to Japan next year, but I don't see it as a possibility right now. Maybe in 2028 would be a great time to go, and by then I should have, you know, more of my finances in control. Again, I'll see how much money I'm making and how much stuff I'm out of debt. Debt is the worst. I don't care what anybody says. Debt is the worst. Here, I'm trying to talk life to people. I'm not giving anybody any advice, because as you can tell, I'm in debt too, so... Why did I even waste my time with you? Thank you for everybody watching again. Set that up. But once you set that up, look at that number count. Once you get to 100, boom. Did it hurt? Did it hurt? Oh.
No room for that.
No room for that. Oh, really? Is there a chest over there? I didn't check. So apparently there is not necessarily a cheat. I won't call it a cheat. But if you want to create a new character and you want to level them up to level 70, any of the caches that you get from anywhere, just store them. And then when you start your new character, you go into your stash, you just open them up. And with the amount of experience, you instantly can get to like level 70. I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. I promise you all, I'm not doing that. Let's see what Tyrael has. Let's break down this stuff first before I talk to Tyrael. Blech, puke. I can't stand puke. A couple of days ago, I was at work and I was like, I don't feel well.
What brings you?
But luckily, it wasn't puke and I held it. Hi, Tyrael. Thank you. can't carry anymore. Why not? Hand of Apotheosis. Do I need that? No. I need Hands of the Woodbreaker. I hate you. I hate you. I'll still put it in my stash. Where's the stash? You bastard. I have more gems than anything. I'm gonna save that. The rest of the stuff I'll have a look-see at. Anyways, I gotta open up these caches. Do I have enough for the Horodric Cube though? Probably not. I don't think I... Let's see. No, I only have one. Where do I get the pure primordial? I may have to do that on my own. Okay. So you know what? All this stuff, if it ain't gonna make my build better, I'm just gonna get rid of it and worry about... Oh, I'll use that. Keep that out there. And then worry about this stuff later. Again, the beauty of the obliques is you can always gamble for them. Okay. Tear them all down. Beautiful. Fantastic. Still here just listening while I work. Good. I appreciate that you're still here, Banshee. I know what it's like to be at work and you just need some sort of background music just to break the monotony of everything. Greater collection of boots. Thank you. Let's open up this thing. Build crystal, bone shard. Okay, Nightmare Dungeon. Walking spoils. What's this one? Nightmare Dungeon, slaying an enemy while empowered by a shrine traps their souls within you. When the shrine buff expires, all trapped souls escapes spawn around you as renewed enemies. Don't care for that. Treasure goblins have the small chance to drop the Nightmare Sigil with the treasure breach affix. I'd rather have the other affix. Alright, we'll do that. Nothing else, right? Thunder City's gonna come up soon. And again, the pit, I can't really do anything until... Ring, what do we have? Wow, I needed that. I needed that. That's one of the rings that I needed for. Okay, whatever. It puts my toughness down for a little bit, but I don't care. That's crap. That's crap. Wow. One piece. Now, what does that do? The Vehement Brawl. What does that piece do? Casting all opponent skills increases your damage by 43% for 8 seconds. Gain 2 additional ultimate rank skills. Oh, jeez. Things are gonna go boom in a minute. I still need to work on certain things. Nice. That was a nice little find. Okay. These are garbage, whatever.
Step up to my anvil.
Now let's open up this greater collection of boots. Okay, well, you only dropped me like the doo-doo stuff. glyphs. Glyphs I need. Especially when I start getting into the pit, but we're not there yet. Anyways, we'll see if anything I can actually equip myself with for now to make my toughness a little bit better. Absolutely nothing. So, a junk it will become. Let me see now something. We won't do another nightmare. Or I mean another... use start resistance. Choose a whisper. More plans. What do we have here? Offer to the Undercity. Complete one thing. Highlight for legendary equipment. I'm gonna start at 75 seconds. If my gear was better, I would think about it, but... Okay, let me just see something. Dungeon Delve, Material Reserve, Horodric Strong Room, Dungeon Delve, Full Blows Dungeon, Lethal Shrines, Hallowed Stones and Natan Dungeon, Equipment Delve, Oblos Reserve, Materials Reserve, Dungeon Delve, Oblos. A lot of this is crap. Dungeon Delves I'm gonna get rid of. Equipment Delve. I won't use it now, but eventually I will use it. Excuse me. Curasat, a medium amount of salvage. Okay. Medium amount of salvage. Oblique. It's 5 activities now. Second. Totally forgot that I had all this on the ground. It's all crap, so we're gonna treat it crap.
You know where to find me.
I do know where to find it. Don't do that. I love how my viewer count goes down and then goes right back up. It must be the mid-roll ads. I should put that down to low. I have it on medium. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Needs more time.
That's so satisfying to get done literally in one shot. Just let it do its thing, and then when you get to where you need to get to, things come up. Boom! Thank you. It's such a satisfying feeling. Boom. Get out of here.
Ready for that.
Thank you. That wasn't a good run, but whatever. I don't care. Maybe I should just make more videos of me, like, reacting on certain things that I make in the Horodric Cube. And if I get what I need. But again, I am still very, very early. You know. Which sucks. Oh. Get out of here. Leave me alone, please. The ring does help, but we're not there where I need it to be.
Quite the challenge.
Not quite the challenge. It's an easy challenge. Really? Thank you. Get out. Boom. I do like it. I like it. I like it. I really like it. I know Riker, I believe, put this as number 6 out of the top 10 builds in this season of Diablo 4. You know, and as you can see, this is not even optimized, not even... I can imagine what Endgame does. There's a great meme video that's out on Instagram and I believe TikTok, and I'm sure it's on Twitter and probably on a YouTube short and stuff, where it's literally, I believe they're like hit level like 123 or 24, and the person is just getting obliterated by all these enemies, and then you just see him drop back. And it's literally like 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion. I'm like, oh, that's the build. As soon as I saw that video, I'm like, that's the build. And luckily, when I went on maxroll.gg, and I'm following the guide right now. Yes, I know, I'm a guide follower. You're a cheater. Again, I'm a casual gamer. I don't know if I have the know-it-all and the time to actually sit there and try to do builds. I mean... I would like to, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I have the knowledge, because there's people that play this game religiously and study everything, and they're great content creators. I learn so much from them, and I enjoy everything that they do, and, you know, I don't care what anybody says, you know, oh, you, like Bill, oh, Street Fighter, you ruin it after a week. These are things that we would take 2-3 years to learn. Yeah, that's fine, but you also did tape trading. And you also were selling that stuff, you know, online for people to learn. You know, you can't turn around and say, oh, you know, they've ruined gaming or they've ruined modern fighters and stuff like that. Like everything, you know, things evolve. And because of YouTube, you should be happy because it's opened up to a much bigger, like with Twitch and YouTube, you know, you've opened it up to a much bigger audience. What's the problem with that? You know, what, does it expose you that you're a terrible player? Well, that ain't my fault. Then get, you know, like they said, get good. Oh, that laugh just sounded like Phil. I should never do a laugh like that ever again. You know, but it's the truth. Get good. Get good. Or study guides. And study, you know, have a look at, you know, builds. Try to create or mimic your own build. And that's it. But I see other people are like, oh, but this guy is, you know, whatever. All right. I'm babbling along a little bit too much, whatever.
I do this for your sake, child.
One shot.
You, child.
One shot.
Forgive.
Give me your stuff. Give me that stuff. Motherfucker. Look at that shit. Paragon 48. I would sit there and maximize this build and stuff, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Okay, I'm gonna store this sword for now. And experiment offline another time. Alright, let's go to a Helltide. Yeah, and I totally understand that, Banshee. Yeah, there are times, like, again, I'm at my age. You know how old I am. There's certain days where you just get home, it's very hard to be motivated. You have to take care of your own personal things, you know, dinner. You know, maybe I have to go shopping, you know, reach out to my family, my sisters, my brother, you know what I mean? My nieces, my nephews, you know, and just enjoy like a bit of normalcy. And it's also nice, like I said, just to come home, unwind. I don't drink any alcohol or anything like that, but, you know, just have some time to yourself. Watch, you know, whatever programs you want to watch. You want to watch some sports? There's plenty of sports going on right now. You know, like next month, even though... And I could talk about the FIFA World Cup and all the BS surrounding it, because I am I'm not addicted to watching soccer, but I'm a huge soccer fan, or football, whatever you want to call it. And this World Cup, especially being so close, and yet, you know, ticket prices have priced people out. It's gonna be a disaster, traffic-wise and transit-wise. Anyways, I don't want to say too much more. And it's a shame. Now, when the games actually begin, I'm gonna be excited. Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, exactly. Your priorities change, you know. As much as you would like to sit there and play video games all the time, your priorities change. It's like, okay, I got something better to do. Or, you know, I just want to just sit back and just play a game casually at my own pace, in my own time, in my own leisure. You know, like to keep up with streaming, especially like a game like this. If you're not streaming this every day, I'm not saying that you can't build an audience, you can, but it's like people say, they're gonna be not necessarily ahead of the curve, but you're always gonna be catching up, and I don't mind that, but to some people that's like, oh, you know, that's a disaster, and again, that's not me. I guess I'm built different. I view streaming as a place, you know, that people can come and hang out and enjoy themselves, or they can watch their favorite show about drama or whatever. You know, I'll use this as an analogy, and I don't know if this is a good analogy. You could take it wherever you will. Growing up, I was a huge fan of pro wrestling. You know, and every Saturdays, there was always pro wrestling on my TV. It was Saturday morning cartoons, and then at noon, it was Wrestling Cavalcade, or Wrestling Challenge, and then WWE Superstars. And then later in the evening was a staple in Canada, Maple Leaf Wrestling. How did I die? Anyways, I'm going to the story. And now I keep losing things. And I only have 10 minutes. You know what? Hold on a second.
Not ready for that.
So back to the story with wrestling and stuff. But we only used to have like 2 TVs in the house. Again, I'm going way back with this one because again, I'm old. I only had the regular color TV that the whole family had to share, and a black and white TV in the kitchen. You know, that whenever the family are sitting in the living room or family room, we used to call it. If you wanted to watch something else, unfortunately, you had to go outside and watch it in black and white. You know, sucks, but so, and then now with the wrestling thing again, it's, you want to call it like manufactured men's drama with some sports athleticism and stuff like that. Yes, that's what wrestling is. So back to the tangent with Philip Paul Burnell. He's like, I don't care anything about drama merchants and these are misery merchants and stuff like that. My friend, we've all grown up on drama. We all enjoy and consume drama. It's a natural thing that people enjoy. You know, some people like more drama than others. Some people like, you know, that comedy style drama. Some people just like to be interested in murder mysteries. You know, even horror, for a sense. Or professional wrestling. You know, there's always a male soap opera thing. It was the same, like, again, my mother at a certain time of the day when we would come home from school from 4:30 to 5:30, we all had to sit with her because that was the only TV in the house next to the black and white TV, and nobody wanted to sit outside and watch black and white TV because it was like literally like 18 inches, like it was the smallest thing in the world. And she would sit there and watch Young and the Restless. And I hated Young and the Restless. I did. I hated Young and the Restless. But as I got older, it was like I appreciated the drama. Now I appreciate it more because of, you know, the time that I spent with my mother, you know, which is very, very dear to me now, you know, because there's things I'm not going to explain. Oh. That's why there's days where I just want to come home, you know, just unplug and just lose myself into endless drama or watching somebody stream or somebody doing something stupid. It's just the way that I am. And I think a lot of people are like that. Somebody left the thing. Blood is key. Okay, lovely. Here's your blood. Did they not get there yet? Come on. There, got there. Let me go over here, we're gonna come over here, and then boom! it took a while to get there. Ooh. I need some of that blue shit. Oh, I'm about to die there for a second. One more.
Needs more time.
Did I get it? Whatever. I'll take all of this. That's how I feel too. Sometimes I just want to watch something and that's it. Not deal with life stuff. That's right. The best. Oh, there's a... Give me some of that. Bitch. Like eventually I'm gonna, you know, I gotta get ready and, you know, having some dinner and whoever's streaming and whoever's thing, I'm just gonna sit back and relax. Or I may rewatch Kino Casino yesterday because, again, I was out and about and just didn't get to what I needed to get to by watching Kino Casino. And they did 11 hours yesterday, so there's a lot to digest. That quartering thing is just getting more and more intense as the days go by. It's crazy. It's like one of those things where they can't even keep up. And if you can't keep up with that, like they were thinking about doing a show today, and then of course Phil Burnell, yeah, they know that I'm gonna do the react on the June the King documentary. So why are they doing their show tonight? Oh, it's because it's me. No, you fucking narcissistic piece of garbage that can't even fucking play video games properly. It's not, everything is not about you. There may be an ecosystem around you, and there may be people making money off of your stupidity, but of course, these are stupidities that you could have banked in on, and now 10 minutes later, now all of a sudden, now you're self-aware, and now you want to be the dude that, you know, starts making money off their name 10 years too late. Give me a fucking break. Go fuck yourself. Wait, it's not up here? Yeah, I thought it was up here. Where? Okay, why is there a reason why it won't let me click? Okay. I will go to this one then. If I don't die while I'm in the menu. Bye. That's why I appreciate guys like Jay, and in a sense, I appreciate Rich when he's, you know, when his game is on. I'm not crapping on Rich, you know what I mean? But his last couple of streams have been relatively low effort. You know, but that's fair criticism, I think. Not me actually, like, you know, putting him down or anything like that. Here it is, boys. Melatonin. Melatonin, baby. Some people like Black Sheep still thinks that I should do a show with Rich. I'm like, he's gonna be doing a show with Saggy Melons. That's fine. Saggy Melons. She's kind of cute. I'll give her that. I will give her that. Alright. What else do I need to do? Oh yeah, that one's thing. Garbage. 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 And garbage. Excuse me. There. I don't know why my head. That's right. Do I have anything else? Or no? Conquer Stronghold in Scovos. I can do that easily. Open 8 tortured gifts. We're almost there. Visiting a major town. Properties and craft keys to nightmare hellscapes. Thing. Imprint an aspect onto an item. Not worried about that. 10 counties by completing whispers to earn grim favors with things. So a couple more of that. Whatever. Anyways. Alright. What's the next thing that I have to do? Another Helltide? Great. Well, the good thing is I have... Okay, so if there's that, only that, then... Oh, perfect. Hey. There it is, boys. Melatonin. Leave me alone. I just want to pick up some stuff and leave. Do I have to blow your asses up, guys, please? Where's the chest anyways? Oh, there it is. Oh. Really? Yeah, leave me alone. Now it's done. Beautiful. 2 of them back to back. There it is, boys. Melatonin. Anyways, let me not bite Rich on that one. Alright. Nightmare Dungeon. When that thing gets fully powered, I scare. I sound Jade. Me no likes this stream. Gonna be destructive.
My friends are down. I won't last on my own. I can't take anymore.
Boom. As soon as they come up, once they hit those friggin' things, look at... Boom. That wasn't even a full thing, and still. Nasty.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without me, I'd be dead. Think I can manage from here?
I'm gonna get some Thai food tonight. I have a craving for, I got a craving for, like, hot and sour soup with some chicken in it, maybe a little shrimp, and a nice, like, maybe a spicy beef salad. I think that's a good idea. Wow, that's destructive. They all go boom. Unlike Melanie Mac, no, I go boom. Melanie Mac. Fake Christian. Don't get me going there. I'm gonna do this Helltide and I'm gonna call it a stream because again, I am personally getting hungry. I'm not doing the bam tries it, you know, that's not my shtick. That's not my bag, baby. You know. I'm just gonna do my thing, eat. If anybody is streaming tonight, I'm gonna watch. If not, I'm gonna, you know, get back to watching the Kino Casino from last night or, you know, maybe look up some other vids. And then maybe I may hop on this later on my own so I can fix the stuff. So when I come back and stream again, you don't have to sit there and have me having to, like, okay, don't get me wrong. War plans are great. You know, especially it keeps you busy, keeps you, but then there's the dead time when you're trying to craft using the Horodric's Cube. And that can be, you know, it can be delight, you know, like certain people can enjoy it, but it's not the be-all, end-all of the content, if you know what I mean. And especially with people that watch this game casually and not with the lens of, oh, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to get this, you got to get this, you got to get this. You know what I mean? I'm a Diablo casual player, but again, here's my pitch again to Blizzard. I would love to be part of the Diablo partner program. Oh man, would I ever love to be a part of that? Like, no disrespect. Oh my god, I would be in heaven. I would go to BlizzCon. I would find a way. I would sell my kidney to friggin' who's that streamer that does like all the gambling streams? What's his name? Bossman Jack. I would sell him my kidneys. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that. I wouldn't do that. Are you kidding me? But I would find my way to get to. I would find my way to get to BlizzCon for sure. I still have a feeling they're gonna announce a remake of Diablo 1, and it's gonna be like, you know, everything we ever wanted. BlizzCon this year, because again, Diablo turns, what is it, 30? Man, I'm old. Man, I am old. No. 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 Definitely, I'm not keeping any booze right now. I'm gonna run low of stuff too. Oh, lovely. I'm happy that I've had concurrent viewers this whole time. I appreciate you all. Thank you again. Let me just have a little sip of water. Like I said, I'm going to work on the build, work on the Horodric Cube, at least get more materials up and running. I need to run this on Penitent. I really need to push this build to the next level. Anyways, let me dump all this stuff because it would suck trying to go in and try to collect stuff, and I can't collect. Is that my stash? Ooh, good. I didn't know that there's one there. I'll jump. Bye-bye. Let me open up these caches and then I'll finish up with these Puriset Undercity.
Not while I'm in town.
Not while I'm in town. Garbage. Anyways. Do I use an optional thing? Earn runes. Sure, why not? Not like this is a thing. Yeah. My thing, I would love for Diablo 3 to have controller support like they do on the consoles, like to mirror that over to PC. I get it. It's the game is just basically continuing to doing its old cycles over and over again of each season and stuff like that. But there's still people that play Diablo 3, and Diablo 3 is not a bad game. Now, is it Diablo 2? No. Diablo 2 is immortal. You know, eventually I need to get back to that Warlock build and see how far I can push it, you know. Again, there's so many games. I don't know if I should... The whole thing is... and again, I don't want to sound like Philip Paul Burnell, you know. I don't want to, you know, start doing an audit. I could care less about the audit. I'm just saying to myself, should I just continue just to do ARPG like content and like don't or not worry about other games and just stick to Diablo, stick to Path of Exile 1 and 2. Eventually I do and Path of Exile 2 had a huge update. The friggin' the ancients are like, what? Like seriously? They held that in their back pocket because they wanted to see how Lords of Hatred was gonna do. And then it's like, okay, mic drop. Grinding Gear games, like, I'll admit though, the last update that they did I wasn't a huge fan of. You know, and the fact that I tried to get back into the game and my character got stripped of all of her, my witch got stripped of all of her abilities, and she was, other than a couple of gears that I needed to, got a couple of pieces of gear that I needed, she was OP as fuck. Ask Black Sheep. Black Sheep was like, what the fuck? Again, was I following a guide? Yes. You cheater. I get it, but still. And then I bought Last Epoch. I played like maybe 2 seconds of it, but I played it on the Steam Deck, and while it says it's optimized, it wasn't. So eventually I'm just gonna be like, okay, one day I'm gonna give Last Epoch a chance. You know, I like what I see from the game, and a lot of people are saying that it's great. And again, I do want to do like, not necessarily retrospective games and stuff like that, but old, not super old. I've scheduled a stream for The Division because my Division character on console, I can't transfer him over. Now, if they do some sort of thing where, you know, they bring him over to PC, then I'll be ecstatic as hell. But I doubt that. It's been so many years. You know, I know that Division 2 characters apparently going to be cross-gen soon, but Division 2, I don't know. The original Division just hits a little bit more. Maybe because I played it longer. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the Division 2, and I did all the raids, and I did a lot of the content. The only thing is, I bought the Battle of Brooklyn, like, DLC on both console and on PC, and I've never really gotten back to it. And I should, because I know Black Sheep plays it, and the funny thing was Black Sheep was trying to grind for certain gear. I'm like, all you have to do is just do the friggin', what is it, I forget the name, I'll know it when I see it. It's the water station, whatever. I go, all you have to do is this, and then you pick your gear set, and he's like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? You mean I've been grinding all this time to try to, I'm like, yeah. The same with like with the Horodric Cube here. It's a cheat code to get what you need. You know what I mean? Yeah, just get out of here, please. Because you're like, there is no shame in guides. You know, it's when you try to go to your audience and saying that you're not using a guide, that's the stuff where people are like, you know, they think that you're disingenuous and stuff. When you say that you're just using a guide, it's not the end of the world. You're using a guide, you know. Oh, but you're just, you know, following the meta and stuff. But there's so many different characters and there's so many different builds. It doesn't necessarily mean like, okay, this month, because of the game's release stuff, I wanted to do Warlock. And eventually I am going to do a Paladin build. Like that is like for sure. You know, I want to get at least this Warlock up to a level in Torment where I can be like, okay, now I can go to the Paladin. And I won't do the cheat code to instantly get to level freaking 70 by opening up all my freaking caches, you know. That is kind of cheating, you know. Get out of here. Just leave me alone, please. Yeah, exactly. Well, guides are relatively easy when it comes to the Diablo guides. When you're leveling up to 70, you do a leveling guide. When you get to the end game, you do an end game guide. And then just whatever you see on the skill tree and the Paracon board, follow it to a T. Try to get the freaking gear that you can. Try to get the aspects. Try to roll certain gear. And everything will eventually work itself out. Just get out of here, please. That's all I could say. And add an extra 3 seconds. This Apocalypse build is like stupid OP. I love it. Give me those. Okay, I'm at full 4. Okay. Let's fight the boss. I'm gonna open up whatever he gives me. And then I'm gonna call it for the stream. I appreciate everybody watching. I mean, I don't care that if it's 4 concurrent viewers or 50 or 100 or 1,000. The fact that you're taking your time out of your day to sit back and watch me, I appreciate you. I generally am very, very thankful for you spending your time with me. And if you're watching this on demand, thank you for watching this on demand. You know, give it a like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. Helps me grow the channel. What I'm going to do with the channel, who knows, but we'll figure out something. Boom. Just die. A little bit of dead air. I apologize there. Just let me see the stuff that I picked up, but let me go talk to Tyrael first. Give it to me, Tyrael. Another Paragon point. Anyways, I'll just do that for now. And everything else I will do off stream. So, again, let me get to the outro screen. Gotta love this, what you call it. Let me see something. 1 second. Yeah, I'm where I'm at. Again, thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate you. I'm going to schedule another stream sometime soon. But again, I'm going to be playing this a lot more offline, maybe later tonight. And then the rest of the week. So by the time next time I come, I have the majority of what I need done. And we can move up to a certain torment level or whatever. Again, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. I always leave with doing at least 1 rich clap for the day. So you're going to be subjected to an RTU clap. Have a great day, great evening, great rest of your week, and I will see you all very, very soon.